Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group. And today's topic I want to discuss with you in-service rollovers and how to use an in-service rollover dependent upon your current employment situation and dependent upon, what type of program you're currently set up in. Now, in-service rollovers are typically utilized for individuals that are currently working for a company, and let's say that they have a 401k account or maybe a 403b account, or in a lot of cases it's for individuals that have a TSP account. Now, what happens is, as they're working for this company, you have an individual that's placing retirement dollars into, even if we're using this 401k scenario. So he's taking retirement dollars, placing it into a plan, kind of think of this 401k like a bucket of money, and dependent upon the percentage rate return, whether it's positive or negative, would determine how large or small the bucket is at the end of the day, at the end of the year. So individuals have constantly been accumulating money into this bucket, with the hopes that this money will constantly grow. Now, an in-service rollover is very important because a lot of the problems lie with the individuals that say, okay, maybe I want to have a little bit more control of this money. The 401k account is not really allowing me to have too much control. I'm currently in my 60s. I want to work for a couple of years. And I understand that I want to really leverage this dollar amount that I've already accumulated in that bucket. I'm not really too familiarized, or I don't feel too confident with some of the different options that are available in this 401k account. And I know that if I roll this money over into an IRA, I could have better options. I could correlate it a little bit better to my goals. And that's really where the in-service rollover, really takes effect. You could do a couple different options. Typically, it's over the age of 59 and a half. Those are where a lot of the scenarios I come to contact with on a daily basis. As individuals basically saying, you know what, I'm 61 years old. Maybe I have $500,000 into my 401k account, and I have a specific income goal for this money. My 401k, I understand that it's a little bit risky. If the market crashes, I'm paying fees right now. Essentially, my money could go down, half. It could go down all the way down to $0 if I leave it exactly what it's doing. So I want to preserve a portion of this money and make sure to roll it over into an IRA contract with specific guarantees placed within that IRA contract. And that's where we really try to help unveil, those different benefits for you guys. So with that individual, depending upon if, that is age 61-year-old, you might have certain criteria. So one company and their sponsored plan might be a little bit different than the next person. So maybe for an age 61-year-old, they might say, okay, yes, you could take the full amount, the full $500,000, roll that over into an IRA because you've already sufficed being over the age of 59 and a half. Now, another company could say, okay, you're over the age of 59 and a half, but out of that $500,000, we'll allow you to take out $150,000 of it and then place that into an IRA contract. So it all kind of depends upon how your carrier is set up. And when calling into our office, this is one of the things we could do a three-way phone call with yourself and your employer benefits package, sponsor, making sure that you are comfortable and you understand all the different options out there. One of the major reasons, why this would be beneficial for you is you do have more control now. Because it's going into an individual retirement account, it's going from a qualified account into a qualified account, meaning that it's not going to trigger off a taxable event. If you have $100,000 and you're still currently working for that company, and you want to do an in-service withdrawal, rather than take that 401k account and do an in-service withdrawal right into your checking account, you're going to get hit with full taxation on that money. So what individuals do is they say, okay, I have a specific need for this $100,000. I have a specific need for this $200,000. Maybe this need is for max income. Maybe you understand with all these retirement dollars, you're utilizing it for a specific retirement income goal at a later date. So this age 61-year-old male or female could go take the $100,000, place it into an IRA contract with specific income riders attached with this IRA contract. You could do this through insurance companies. And you have different contracts dependent upon your state, dependent upon your situation. You have different contracts that are going to suit your needs, more favorable than the next person. So you could do it on an income basis. Maybe you just want to do it because you understand that there's a risk involved. Maybe that the market, you're afraid that the market's going to crash, and you just want to have that safety, that preservation of safe, consistent growth onto your account. Well, there's certain things you could do with indexing strategies and put them in certain index type IRA contracts that allow your account to receive growth whenever the market goes up, and whenever the market goes down, you're going to receive a gain of 0% into that account. So you have different strategies there. Or an individual just understands that maybe they only have 5 to 15 different funding options through their current 401k account or TSP account or 403b account, and they just want to have more funding options. So maybe with an IRA contract, it might give them 200, 300 different types of mutual funding options to choose from. So you have more eggs in your basket to play with. So there's so many different variations on why an in-service rollover could really suit your specific needs and your specific retirement goals, properly. One of the things that we do at Afasi Financial Group, at any point in time, you can give our 1-800 number a call. It's 1-800-566-1002. And what we do is we deal with different specialists regarding your specific situation. So if you're looking for an in-service rollover specialist, you'd be calling and you say, listen, I have an in-service rollover possibly that I might be interested in. So you'd be dealing with the specialist. They'll ask you a slew of questions. It might be myself. It might be another advisor. They ask you a slew of questions and really get your brain thinking and saying, you know what, can my goals be accomplished through what I'm currently doing through my current 401k account or TSP account or 457 plan or 403b plan, whatever that is? Could I get to that finish line successfully without doing an in-service withdrawal or in-service rollover? Or, is it going to be most beneficial to conduct this in-service rollover, making sure that you're at least taking a portion of these dollar amounts, you're making sure that it's going more in your control, you have more flexibility onto it, and you could place specific guarantees, through the IRA contracts, successfully. So that's one of the things that we do. We have something deemed in-house as the Retire Sharp planning system, where based upon the results that came back, based upon your answers, we could go through multiple carriers, IRA type contracts, and proprietary strategies that on average the individual that goes and deals with the specialist and we uncover some sort of need, on average we go through over 1,200 different products and scenarios for that one individual situation. So, depending upon, there's a couple different variables, depending upon your state, depending upon how much money you want to place in, depending upon your income goal, safe, consistent goal, whatever that is, that's typically where we help out individuals most. Sometimes, people call in and it's just not going to be a fit. And what they're currently doing right now, there's no need for them to do an in-service rollover. So you just want to really be educated, and this is something that, I really want to provide to you guys to make sure that you're comfortable every step of the way. When calling in, you'll be dealing with a specialist, and you're going off a very safe, methodical process, such as our Retire Sharp planning system. We are A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau. We've never had any complaints. We've always had really good reviews, and it's because of this different processes that we, these little systems that we have in place, making sure that you're designed and you correlate with the strategy specialist, depending upon your exact goals. Once again, my name is Derek Afasi, owner of Afasi Financial Group. I want you to, I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Retire Sharp, so you have access to the most updated videos. And going forward, we're going to be updating videos on a weekly basis, making sure that you get as much free education and free content as possible. But, thank you very much for watching, and, be sure to subscribe. And I look forward to either speaking with yourself, and my company looks forward to dealing with you specifically. Thanks so much, guys.